What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thank you everyone that subscribed. Honestly, thank you so much for all the subscribers in the recent couple of months. We've had like a surge of subscribers. Thank you. All right, let's talk about arguably, not even arguably, I think easily the best division in boxing. And I genuinely do believe that in terms of competitive matchups, in terms of a good mix between kind of the old guard and some of the new hungry fighters coming up. And I think it's a division almost like probably the flyweights that doesn't get much love. Almost like welterweights, middleweights, and everyone forgets there is a kind of division in between called light middleweight or super welterweight. And I think it houses some fantastic fights. And I think we saw, some fantastic fighters. And I think we saw at least 5 of those guys on the weekend. I didn't do a preview video for the weekend show, and I wish I did, because I had so much hype surrounding it. I just didn't have the time to do one. Obviously, we saw Jermell Charlo stop Lubin. We saw Hurd put a beating on Trout, and we saw Lara kind of do what Lara has done for years. TV doesn't like it, fans don't like it, but regardless, you can't deny that Lara is one hell of a talented boxer. And I think he's been unfortunate. I think, if I remember quite right, I think he beat Paul Williams, and he didn't get that decision. And I think, personally, he beat Canelo Alvarez as well, Saul Alvarez, and didn't get that decision either. So we're talking about a guy that, with those 2 wins on his resume, could be a superstar right now. But unfortunately, when the judges don't like the style of fighting, they just don't like your style of fighting. But when you look at the 154-pound division, in terms of star names, it probably doesn't have it that much. Miguel Cotto, we know, will fight Saddam Ali, and that will be his last fight, so he's done from the division. He's a star name and a draw. Saul Alvarez obviously gone up to 160 to fight the likes of GGG, possibly Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders in the future, so he's gone. So in terms of draw power, there isn't much. The name that probably does do a lot of the draw power was Jermell Charlo. Obviously twin to Jamal Charlo, who's now 160 pounds. He's looked frightening recently, frightening. To the point where I was even suspecting something. I can't lie to you. I was thinking, you know, he's gone from a guy that used to get decisions to a guy that's knocking out fighters that were supposed to be real big tests. I mean, guys that were supposed to be near 50-50 fights. He was just about favourite to beat Lubin. Recently knocked out Lubin in a couple of minutes. Knocked out Hatley early. These guys were all supposed to be tough fights, and he's kind of ran through them. Honestly, if you were to give a Fighter of the Year award out now, he should be in the top 5, I reckon. He should be in the top 5. He won't, because he's not that big a name, and I guess these are not blockbuster fights to the casual fans, but to the purists, these are big fights that he's dominating in and winning in impressive fashion. And I think he talks fantastically outside the ring in terms of hyping the fight up. He delivers in the ring. He's got the charm, got the good looks. I don't know why he's not a superstar. I don't know why he's not a superstar. But don't discount Lubin. Lubin got caught early. It happens. It really does happen in boxing. Lubin will come again. And he's going to look really good when he does come again. Hurd looked really good against Trout. Trout just looked strong, throwing loads of punches, but Hurd just seemed to walk straight through them. And eventually, what Trout kind of quit on his stool, right? Wouldn't come out. So again, another fight that, between those two anyway, which looks fantastic on paper, and one again that should be a 50-50 fight, but the way Jermell Charlo is fighting now, who knows? And we've got Lara, the kind of the old dog in there. Again, as I mentioned, should be a superstar, isn't. 33 years of age. I still think he possibly is the #1 in that division, just because in terms of who he's fought, experience, etc., etc. But again, those young, hungry guys up and coming will give him big tests. A guy that wasn't fighting on the card, that I think could beat any of them, and I really do mean this, is Demetrius Andrade. He recently has been calling out both Charlo brothers. I don't know what's going on. Initially, they were calling him out. Now that I think he's the star, they're the stars, he's been calling them out, and I think it's just a case of ego. They can't match up in terms of figures and prices, so that fights are probably not going to happen, but I think he could beat either Charlo, I mean that, even Jamal Charlo at 160, and he could cause Lara big problems as well. But I guess for Demetrius Andrade, it's just a case of inactivity. After he beats Brian Rose for the title, I think he's only fought, 2 or 3 times in 3 years? Just not good enough. He's had contract issues. Those seem to be sorted now, so hopefully we get to see him in the ring. Don't discount Hatley. Yes, he got smoked by Jamel Charlo, but he can fight. Williams can fight as well. There is a guy that a lot of people are talking about called, is it Kanet Islam from Kazakhstan? Unbeaten. Again, a good fighter. Again, because of that GGG Kazakhstan link, you know, everyone thinks knockout ice. I think he's got like an 80% KO record, so he can box a bit. And some surprise additions in there. Let's not forget, I know he didn't look too great against Canelo, but Liam Smith is taking on Liam Williams in what, a month's time. The winner of those two could easily cause problems to anyone in and around the top 15. They can both box. Getting beat by Canelo is not too embarrassing, so both of those could box. Let's not forget Van's in there as well. K9's not going anywhere. He still thinks he's got something. So again, we're talking about a division that is full of talent. Like I said earlier, we've got experience and age in there. We've got upcoming guys in there. We've got unbeaten guys. We've got guys like Lubin that I think will push too early but will come again. Fantastic division that needs promoted. And I think Saturday's show put on by Showtime and Lou DiBella has gone some way into showcasing some of the talent in the 154-pound division. But guys, what do you think? Is it the best division in boxing? I think so in terms of numbers and competitive fights. Or are we still kind of waxing lyrical about the 147 division? Maybe even the, what other division is good? Super middleweight division might do something. You know, likes of George Groves, Eubank, DeGill, Darrell still hanging around in there. There's some good names in that division. I think the 154 pounds, best division, bar none right now. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.